And on another note, once again, they did not paint the sideburns. I don't know what's up with them and Trunks' sideburns, but we just don't get them. What's going on? What the heck is up, you guys? Mr. Inconsecutive back here with another review for you guys, and this time it's of the SH Figuarts Xenoverse Edition Future Trunks. And man, I've been waiting on this for a while. Got these a little bit earlier than most. Surprisingly, I haven't seen too many reviews of this guy up, so hey, I'm happy to be one of the first. And yeah, man, I love this version of Trunks. I really do. I like Xenoverse. I have 1 and 2. Both amazing games. If you don't have them, pick them up. By the way, if you do pick these up, they also come with a code for TP medals for the second one. So if you know about the second one, if you have it, go ahead and get those, because TP medals are very useful, and there are some cool stuff coming out that you might want to buy from the medal shop. So yeah, if you want to pick these guys up, don't forget to put that code in. I'm going to do it as soon as I unbox this guy. But anyway, let's get into what we have to talk about first, that being that sexy packaging. Now, being that it's Dragon Ball Z and they have the new style packaging, of course it's sexy, man. This is awesome. I love the new style of window packaging they got, where you can see the figure right there, a couple accessories in the backs, SH Figuarts Xenoverse Edition right there, limited sticker right here, Japanese stuff, made in China, but it comes from Japan, so I don't care. I don't know what that is, but it's a sticker, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Bandai Tamashii Nation, so you know that it's real. Cool images right here on the side. There's him in his Super Saiyan form, normal form. There he is doing burning attack. Got a whole bunch of cool stuff going on. SH Figuarts, Trunks. There he is using his sword up top. And then here he is in a couple of poses. You can get him in Trunks right there. Then you got a cool Super Saiyan images right there. And then here is the super modeling, that's what it says, super modeling Xenoverse Ace, I think is this guy's name. I don't know. But also another thing that comes with this guy is apparently you get a code to where you can get this version of Trunks' costume. So yeah, I wanted those clothes for the longest, so I'm definitely going to be putting that code in. Not going to show it to you guys, but anyway, here's everything that you see. Japanese stuff that doesn't really matter. Then you get a cool image right here at the bottom, Trunks again, SH Figuarts, and nothing. So that is the box. Pretty cool as usual, but let's go ahead and move on and unbox this guy. Now, first things first, this figure just feels a little bit different than the average Dragon Ball Z figure, and I don't know why. It's cool, don't get me wrong, it's a very cool figure, but it just doesn't feel much like, if you take the head off of it, it doesn't really feel much like a Dragon Ball Z figure, and probably partially due to how skinny he is, because I know with Dragon Ball Super, Akira Toriyama has been drawing his characters a whole lot skinnier than usual, which is fine by me. He's taking on a new design, and they say to be as strong as you are, you can't be extremely muscular, so I guess that's why all the gods are extremely skinny. But doesn't feel much like a Dragon Ball Z figure. Does feel cool though, and I mean, it's Trunks. Everyone's got to love Trunks. If you like Dragon Ball Z, you just have to like him. So it's a cool figure, I will say, nonetheless, but it's one that is definitely going to take me a little bit of time to get used to, I could say. But with that said, let's go ahead and move right on to the size of this guy. And of course, by size, I meant height. I think I do that every video. Not sure why, but he stands right under 6 inches, so a little bit short. I don't know, it feels like he should be a little bit taller, but I'll show some size comparisons with the other Trunkses a little bit later towards the end to see if he fits at least the scale of the other future Trunks that they just made in the Saiyan armor. And I'm hoping he does, but he does feel a little bit short. Just my opinion. Anyway, moving right along, let's get into the articulation. Articulation wise, his head is on, I showed this earlier, but this bigger kind of ball peg, so it's not going to work with the other heads unless you modify them a little bit. But I mean, it's cool. It's fine with me. A ball peg's a ball peg. Look up, almost none. Look down, pretty good, and I think that's partially due to the neck being able to move under there. But yeah, nah, even still, he looks down quite a bit, so I think that's good. Arm goes up about that much, which is extremely good. Goes forward, of course, all the way around. He does have a swivel right here where you can turn it, so that's cool. Double jointed elbows, bring them in about that much, which is awesome. SH Figuarts, so I'm pretty sure it's on a ball peg, of course. So you can pretty much move it however you want to. being hindered just a little bit by the sleeve of his jacket, but I mean, it's cool. Does have a diaphragm joint right here, so you can turn him however you want to right around that area. Does have a waist, well, his waist is on a ball peg, so you can move it however you want. His belt is a separate piece, so this right here, you can move that however you want, which I don't know why you would, but you can do it. Now, these are a hard plastic. I watched the video of the review and it seemed like the plastic was pretty soft, but it's actually a little hard. So it's kind of, I'd say it's even harder than the SH Figuarts Sasuke. So you won't be able to do too much. See, you can move it out about that much, but forward, nah, you're not going to be able to do too much forward. Now, here are his legs. As you guys can see, he does have double jointed knees. There's a swivel right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. His legs, wow, his legs look extremely weird under there. Now you guys can see it, but you can move them forward that much. I mean, if you want to play with this plastic and move it around, wow, those legs look weird. That is something else. Okay, double jointed knees, of course, like I just said, but yeah, you can move those however you want. No swivel right there, but his foot goes down about that much, up about that much, so not much. He does not have much of an ankle rocker, so you're not going to be able to pose him standing too crouched to the side. And of course, he has a toe hinge, which is extremely good. So articulation wise, I would say the waist level is kind of weird. I mean, it's cool, it works. You're not going to be able to see it because it's covered up by this plastic right here. But yeah, it does look kind of awkward if you get under there. So yeah, it's a little bit nasty looking. Articulation wise, I'd say he's good. Definitely passable. Not going to be able to do too much dynamic stuff with him, but it works. Whatever, moving right along to the accessories. Now, for accessories, he comes with his standard normal looking face, which is pretty cool. It's just a bland look for Trunks as usual. He comes with 2 fist hands, which is exactly what every action figure should come with. He comes with 2 pair of blast hands, which is what every Dragon Ball Z figure should come with. Some gripping hands, and these I'm pretty sure are for the scroll because you can't open these up, so I'm pretty sure they're for that. He comes with some sword holding hands, which are like slightly open. They're just about the same as the other one, just you can stick the sword in there, which are cool. He needs those. He comes with the sword itself, which is pretty cool. This one's blue, unlike the other one that was brown. I'm talking about right here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And this is gold. I really like this. That the way the plastic looks on this it's extremely cool. I'll give it that. He comes with another one that goes in the sheath. By the way, here's the sheath, which looks extremely good. And you plug it right in there. One thing that's good about this one, unlike the other one, it does not come right out. And they also, by the way, fixed the sheath to where it's not much of a problem when you plug it in the back. This peg right here is not nearly as long as the other one. And I mean, I never had trouble with it, but I used to see a lot of people breaking these. I don't know how, because maybe I'm just extremely careful with my figures, but yeah, I just saw a lot of people breaking these. Also, he comes with this scroll, which is for the missions that you go on in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, so this is not something that you're going to see in the anime, of course. He comes with another normal face, which is a smiling face. It's kind of cool. It looks extremely good. I like it. It's just another looking to the side face, nothing too difficult. But he also comes with this right here, which is a Super Saiyan head. And one odd thing about the Super Saiyan head is we get one with the teeth gritted, and then we get one with the mouth open. But we don't get one like, let's say, this one right here, which is just a standard expression. And for those of you who are wondering if you can put this face on here, yeah, you can, but there is one problem. And that's going to be this top piece right here. As you can see, in this one, there's an extra hole right here. In this one, there is not. So you could put the face on there, but the hair is not going to go, unfortunately. So you can't put this face on there, even though they're almost the exact same sculpt. So I don't know. With Trunks faces, it's like they really want to limit us, unfortunately. So it's weird, the choices that they're going with. Seems like, I don't know, they want to give us less for the Trunks figures, but I don't know. I guess this is good enough. I just wish that he came with a default face for this one and maybe an attack face for normal, since the last Trunks we got only came with one normal face. I don't know, but that's just me griping a little bit. Anyway, moving on, let's get into some size comparisons, because I know you guys are probably wondering how he stands next to the other figures. Now, for some size comparisons, here he is standing next to the SH Figuarts Premium Color Trunks with the regular Super Saiyan head. I have both versions of them, so this isn't the metallic haired version, this is the regular version. And here he is standing next to the armored Trunks that we got recently, which is probably my most favorite Trunks. But as you guys can see, he does stand up very well next to the armored Trunks, so it looks like they did get the height right on this guy. I don't know, he just feels a little bit small, but like I said, it might just be me. Either way, they do stand up almost equally, so it does work out. Now here he is standing next to the SH Figuarts Battle Damage Gohan that just got released not too long ago, and probably my second most favorite Vegeta, the armored version of Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Vegeta, whatever you want to call him, the updated version of him as well. And I mean, he's a little bit taller than Vegeta, which is, Trunks did get taller than Vegeta, so I think it's pretty accurate. It looks good to me anyway. And last but not least, here he is standing next to the gods, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Beerus the Destroyer, which, I mean, Beerus is extremely tall, so it looks right. And of course, Goku is taller than Trunks. We've seen that since the beginning. So yeah, I think he does go in scale pretty well with everyone. Now, the fact that he's skinny does kind of bug me, but like I said, still doesn't feel like a Dragon Ball Z figure. Anyway, I'll talk about that next. Moving right along. Now, my final thoughts on this guy are, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I really like it, and I want to like it more than I do like it, if that makes any sense. But as I said, it just doesn't really feel like a Dragon Ball Z figure. It's kind of like putting a Trunks head on a different body. I like the outfit. It looks good. It looks cool in the game. It's fun to play in, and I mean, it's just a cool design, but maybe it's just because it feels like once you have one Dragon Ball Z figure, usually it feels like you've got them all. Because once you get an armored Vegeta, you already know what it's like to have an armored Trunks. Once you get a Goku, you know what it's going to feel like to have Yamcha. You know what it's going to feel like to have, well, I mean, they are doing updated bodies, but you guys get what I'm saying. You know what every Goku's going to feel like. You know what every Vegeta's going to feel like. It's all just about the same. And that's just my experience with Dragon Ball Z personally. It might not be like that for everyone, but a lot of the characters do wear the same style of armor, so especially the good guys. The good guys, you kind of know what it's like to get them. Now, once you get the bad guys, it's a little bit different. But anyway, back to Trunks. Great figure, has a lot of great things to it. I think my biggest issue is under there where it just looks pretty bad. I don't know, I don't like the way that they did that, but he's skinny too. I've already said that 100 times, but yeah, other than that, solid figure. It's Trunks. If you like Xenoverse or you like Trunks, I do think it's worth picking up. It does look good. It has some good things. It has some bad things, which I've talked about. So ultimately, I'm going to leave that decision up to you. Now, personally, I would give this figure about a 6 out of 10 maybe. So not all that good, but not all that bad either. So like I said, I'll leave that decision up to you guys. I hope you like the review. I'm trying to be a little bit more honest and not sound biased, because Trunks is one of my most favorite characters, so I didn't want to come off biased in this video. But anyway, with that said, I hope you guys like the review. If so, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, give me a like. I will appreciate that greatly. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on everything you see listed in the description below, Instagram, Twitter, etc. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Don't forget to watch the photos.